take the next step towards the major, John? We're going to find out.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I will have to wait and see as it's going to start right here. Pistol round ongoing. Cello gets a couple, but Hardzao responds at least with one. The bomb has been dropped, but Hardzao should be able to recover it, and he's going to come around the corner right into Fur's crosshair. Fur will take him down. Then he gets traded by PKL, but they still maintain that man advantage, and the space is very tight here to try and take this A site.
There is no smoke. There is actually, but no kit. They'll go for the full 10-second on that defuse if they do go for the tap, and so they opt to not. PKL collecting Nico's error. I love the idea of getting into the smoke. No, he had to do something a little bit creative there, but Imperial hold their nerve.
Yeah, I know.
In terms of rotate, it's only Vinny left to defend the rest of the map, and in the meantime, out into the meat grinder, and with only 20 seconds to spare, they're gonna have to try and get the stud. That's the bomb drop forward. Uh-oh. Skulls have the important parcel, and, well, it's all gonna be cleaned up. Good for Imperial.
Wow, nothing at all for Payne to speak of in that round. Couldn't even get that.
But Payne, based on the posturing, looked like this one might just be pretty straightforward. PKL finds a kill elsewhere. That's huge. Because now Cello out of play means they're going to have to address more attention towards the ramp. You see it's pulling bolts off to focus in towards mid, and now means that Vinny's caught out in the open. He gets one full blinded. That's frankly impressive. But now they are locked out of the site, and unless bolts find something, this could just turn into a save. This is such a tough situation. Kill. It's just one shot through a smoke, I think, or right on the edge of it, but it makes all the difference.
Opportunity presents itself. Fallen right here at the top of ramp. Looking for a target. What? What? Excuse me?
That looked like a panic flick as he's getting his feet sprayed, and Big Uzera is going to watch that back and be annoyed.
How can you not be?
All right, apparently RNG also wants to see Fallen at the Rio Major, and now his teammates, well, this one's going to be a little bit more dialed in. Flashbang's good there, but Fur somehow is able to just stand in the open. It's come down to a 1v3. Hardzao dealing some damage at the very least, but if he advances towards this site, there's two players ready in the defense and one fast on the flank. He has a fight isolated. He's correct about that. But if he actually wants a palm plant out of this, he'll have to face forward, and Bolts will be ready to meet him.
Oh, it helps when you just hit a flick.
I understand what I do for work, shockingly. Screens confuse him. My girlfriend's been showing him dog TV lately. That's an interesting experience. Sevi! We could add some interesting experiences as well. But if they can get the bomb out of here safely,
there's only 19 seconds.
Never mind, we're gonna have to pinch. Time is of the essence here. So in they go. Fur can upset everything. Fallen's found a kill. Not enough to distract though, and Fallen knows he's in trouble. 8 seconds, they need to get this bomb down. It's been dropped. It's been dropped, John. The clock is everything. One more kill to find Fallen. He stays alive long enough. He'll die after the timer, but Payne cannot chase him down.
Oh, what a critical frag found. Molotov gets tossed right onto the site, and Fur is going to get blinded to oblivion. He's just trying to tuck himself in a corner and survive, but he can't. PKL finishes him off. Cello managed to take down Zevi, but look where Big Uzera is. He's in the smoke, trying to slip on through. Fallen suspecting something might be going on. 18 seconds left, but the frags are good. Only Fallen left standing, who does manage to get one, but with 5 HP, trapped in a corner, there's only so much he can do. And now, he's just looking for a second frag. He finds it, but he's immediately traded. Yeah.
How does he even read that? Who's going to be the first domino to fall? Lights in the spiraling out of control. 20 seconds. Payne really playing with the clock here. And now Cello strikes first. The second as well. It's all falling apart. It's unraveling for Payne here. They had the advantage from the jump, and they just did not take advantage of the time. Hardzao, the last survivor. Maybe he catches more. He'll find a kill, but he's out of clock. He's out of time, and they're not going to give him the fight.
No.
He cannot win this round. It's not possible. But can he live past the timer? No. No, he cannot.
It's even rougher there as Hardzao doesn't away. They're going to try this time to go a little faster. 1:22 on the clock, and they're already standing on the B site. Skulls, tip of the spear. Can he get the frag? He does. Flicks around to try and find a second around the ventilation shafts, but Vinny has tucked himself in for the time being. That said, a couple of frags go back here for Imperial right after the 5v3 kicks in, and then Zevi and PKL settle things down once more. Cello, last one stay.
Great response here from Payne. The last one came undone. Came off the rails.
bad either, right? They've been winning rounds. They got 6 on the board. Sure, it's not the best of CT side. Here comes some aggression. Cello is going to get the headshot onto Big Azera, and now he's going to spam through the smoke, taking PKL down to 40. Unbeknownst to him, of course, nade flies through, and PKL just gets out of position in time in order to push up into scaffolding. The end result is the same, though, as Fallen riddles him with AK bullets. Hardzao spots out one, but can't do anything either. And this round should be all Imperial. Zevi might have something to say about that as he drops Fallen. The thing is, he takes so much damage, and it's a 4v2 that this feels very...
Zevi tucked in by SEMANA. It's all going to be about Skulls. He's been so good. It's got to be better here. The lineup. Damage done? No. Can't catch it. Nades can't chase, and it's all over. Imperial find a 7 and set themselves up well for the final round of it right now.
I mean, how can it not? Sold out crowds, right? Every single time that they have one. Zevi's going to get the opener here onto Volz over top of the smoke. And now look at the damage. Yeah, done through the panel here. Cello and Fur down to 21 and 13 HP respectively. Pain don't know it yet. And it doesn't really matter because Big Azera's going to get one, but Fallen chimes in, drops Zevi, holds on to the ground that they have here at the A site for the time being, and will push Pain back.
Here it comes. They're going to get the space. They're going to get the ground spam through. Ineffective. Bomb being planted. That won't be denied. It will! Oh! No one was watching. Fallen slipped out. He'll be put down to the ground. And now all into the clutch for Vinny. The B site anchor has to make it happen here towards A. The bomb will be planted. And a 1v2 required of Vinny, but he'll go forth for the first immediately. Vinny and PKL. A duel to the death on either side. But Vinny puts some more time in this one. He has the kit, so he's a bit to work with. Adjusting his angle of approach, but PKL on the lineup can't zero it in. Vinny will take the final round through for Imperial. A slim lead here, John, as we head to the half.
It's so, yeah, I mean, you got 3 players at mid. This is going to be very difficult. Literally just have to fight your way out of it. And if anyone can, it's Imperial. Cello going to get one, but Big Azera gets only one as well. It's even trades, Mike. 2v2. Zevi and Skulls still trying to connect.
Bomb's
that
down.
is huge for Zevi. The bomb goes down. So does Fallen, and Vinny, the last player standing, is trying to work his way from the B side back to the bomb. Connects on the Skulls, takes him down to 10 HP, but Skulls manages to evade his fire.
It's once again left to the young guns, and Zevi will deliver.
That feels good.
Stepping up. Either a mid push, maybe setting up towards A ramp. Straightforward, traditional A ramp take. Seems to be the way. Early aggression is punished. PKL wanted the info, and Fur is just going to rip too. That's beautifully done. Now the rotation has to come in. They are on the scene, but a flashbang catches Zevi, and this one's looking over for Pain. Hardzao gone. I mean, I was going to say you might even need to withdraw from that point on, but this one's just a shutdown coming through. The guns come out, and Imperial impose their will.
Perfect example.
Skill found for Pain. Patience pays off.
Fur looking for a response very quickly here. The boost is still on, and Big Azera strikes again. Bolt goes down. 5v3 in favor of Pain. Fur again hangs around too long. Big Azera's good for a third, and Fallen and Vinny, well, there's not much more that they can really do into this one unless they find a frag very quickly, because time is quickly going against them. There's one and a second. Vinny delivers, looking for the third, and Zevi gets tagged down to 74. Doesn't need to peek again, but he continues the challenge, and now Fallen's found PKL. How on earth does this fall apart for Pain? A 5v2. Vinny looking for another punish, and he finds it. A 3K, and Fallen gets the last. What a recovery from Imperial.
An epic bar. Zevi has a chance to do exactly that. He hears them coming in towards B. It's a faster play. Zevi in spawn. He's going to get overwhelmed. Uh-oh, wasn't prepared for them to be quite that quick. And now his teammates towards the B plat. They're going to be in trouble. Skulls needs to step up. Big Azera's gone down. There's options available for Imperial, and there's just nothing doing for Pain. They're starting to fall apart here. The pincer will be on for Hardzao, and they don't even need it. The site players are enough. PKL overwhelmed, nothing doing there, and all of the energy is flowing for Imperial. That's back on the angle. Now they know where he's at. Now they know they've got the site, having spotted the player coming over from mid. But Hardzao will at least get a critical kill to keep this retake a very distinct possibility. They don't have the util. They just have flashes to get over the line. It's going to have to be a gunfight to get them out. Skulls will get the AWP, low HP as he is. And now Zevi may have to do the brunt of the work with the rifle. In they go, working together. Bolt can't zero that in. Fallen traded by the no-scope, the low HP player. Now zones out the steps. And that could be it. Fur can't get on to stop the defuse. He is dropped. A recovery there for Payne. Double push into mid. This is the response. Bolts is holding forward. Is he going to capitalize? Not quite. And he's down for the count. But they spotted 2.
Yeah.
That's just going to coax Imperial further in towards the A site, and they've got this space. Biguzera, the only one to hold, the only one who's close.
Yeah.
He'll make good on it.
I'm surprised Cello peeks around that corner before the smoke blooms. I guess he was just trying to catch a player off guard, but it doesn't work out in his favor. Will be a bomb plant for Imperial.
Smoke. Gap in the smoke just for a test this. No, he sees it. Doesn't want to give them the chance. If he comes into the angle eventually on this fade, this duel could be huge. And there it is. Fur wins it out there. Now they know he's forced into the corner. He can't quite escape these paneling. It's enough to keep him alive for one more. A 2-on-2 in the post. No smokes. Only one, rather. The kick can be retrieved. That's not an issue. But the fights are. Get picked up. Vinny holds the line, only for one. They need to get that defuse on. The smoke won't cover it, and Fallen will bring round 14 to Imperial.
I mean, even the smokes can't.
But it seems like they might bring their focus in towards B. This Molotov's going to try and make players uncomfortable. Skulls is exactly that. He'll still do damage, but no kill. And Hard's out forced into the fight, gives himself up as well. They want to take this space. Fallen risking health to do so, knowing that this is his moment to get in towards the site, but does he realize they've already crossed?
Cello's covering.
Ooh, Cello will make it fine. Free and clear. The hell is so low. If there were nades on this CT side, who knows what could have happened, but that's not going to be the case. Bigu, though, will get it done with the guns. Dodging up bullets left, right, and center. It's all on to Bolts, and his HE is not enough to keep forward, and Bolts is just trying to buy time. A tap on the defuse means and he has to come through, and now they know his position, but his shot is good. PKL just enough. Time for the defuse. You know what?
I don't really want to challenge that. Movement was a little bit off, so he decides to push back towards the site proper instead. 3 players are waiting here, and Cello indeed is going to find that frag onto Bigu. Fur drops hard Zhao. Zevi and Skulls, all hope lies on their shoulders. Zevi has been good. Can he be great?
It's all falling apart here. It's all falling apart. And here's the problem. They need the guns. They need the guns. You're in a 2v5. You need to get away, and Zevi can do no such thing. A hail of bullets, and Util will keep him down. Skulls, the lone survivor. Map point will be the prize for Imperial. And a
really good round from Imperial. It all starts with who else but Fallen getting the entry with the op, and then Fur took over.
20 seconds, John. They're moving into mid. This is not something we've seen from Imperial on the T side yet. This is a change-up, and with 15 seconds, all it's going to take is a bit of a fumble, and, well, they could run out of time.
No fumble yet.
Going into B, there is a pinch here. Do they drop the bomb? 8 seconds.
There it is.
The bomb is down. They can't win this round. They cannot win this round on the time. This is madness here. Fallen is going to have to give it up, and Imperial just completely fumble the management of the clock.
Right out in the open at the top of ramp, a risky position to hold, but they are playing for the trade right now. Zevi going to go for the spam. Cello gets the opener. PKL, there's that trade, and then 2 more come through. Hard Zhao is good for the 4th for his squad, and Vinny is the last one standing. Does he have it in him again? He already got a 3K in a very tough situation before. From tucking behind cover and not revealing their positions, at least not yet. Molotov comes in. Vinny gonna plant that bomb, and that will be his undoing. Zevi finishes him off 15-14. We are going the full 30.
One more round. A 4-on-4. And the utility is gone, so it's down to the guns. The smoke will clear, and the fight is on. The lineups there for Fallen. 1 for 1 he goes. Down to the 3-on-3. Payne will regain to throw one more smoke to give themselves one more bit of space to make the move on through, but they've got to go.
Smoke on the bomb.
They've got to go. A smoke on the bomb, indeed, to get a player onto the defuse. A kit is available. That'll be Skulls, but a bullet will take him off of it, and Cello finds another. All down to Hard Zhao. It's falling apart at the final hurdle. He'll try for the defuse, but the bullets will find him, and Imperial close it out in regulation for once. Imperial move up 1-0. One more step towards Rio. Something that we're going to look for. Vinny gives a little bit of an audio cue here, and the setup in towards connector is big. The flashbangs are better. Imperial was looking to punish this. They'll get out with a 1-for-1 trade, but there we go. Biguzera catches Bolt, trying to get a little bit curious, and now advantage found for Payne. And the bomb, uh-oh, the bomb's got across. Fallen checking along here. He will be dropped, so the C4's down on the ground. Vinny has to come back to get it. Maybe he has access, but Cello's so far away that basically Vinny is a solo man, and he's so alone that they don't actually expect him to be in the spot he is. Zevi down for free. Maybe an overlook, but a player out towards Toxic means that this hold is now pretty good for Pain. They've spotted that player. 30 seconds. The rotation's no longer viable, and Skulls gets himself the first. Vinny. Clutchmeister so far for Imperial. He's got to do it again. Creeping in towards the site. He's creeping in towards the fight that PKL will take.
No magic that time. 4-8 is all that's left. No incendiaries to stop them from going for this late push. Zevi gonna fire away. Vinny gets an opener here onto Big Uzera. Now Zevi, a little isolated on the A site, does manage to take down Vinny to get the trade, but Bolts is good all the way over in connector to drop Hardzao. Back and forth we go, and as it stands, it's Imperial that gains the edge thanks to Cello once more. Gets his first 2 frags here, but Skulls comes back, gets Cello, makes it a 1v2. Still possible for him to come back here, but no, Bolts ends him with only 5 HP left in the tank.
A slim margin, but a win. In the timing for Imperial, they're getting a lot of space. PKL's going to come to support this. Question is, yeah, there's the catch. Vinny is untradeable. There's no one who can really take that space. Bolts will try and move on in, but there's the spot for PKL. He jumps down in towards Bank. But now they know. Heavy presence out towards Long. These bathroom players are put on high alert. Bolts could catch, though. He wants to go through the smoke. Is anyone watching for this? On the fade, this could be deadly. Big Uzera needs to figure this out in time, and he's not going to do that. So Bolt makes the big move, but his teammates need to find something, and they've got Zilch, Zippo, Zero, Bolts out of time. His position yielded fruit. 2 big frags, but just it's starting to get very short again on time. Here comes the exec. It's all they're going to have. Damage done. Molotov on. Cello, though, finds his entry, and now some doubts have to be asked. There's some questions that need to be answered. Zevi connects. Hardzao as well. The hold is good. And it's all okay. 10 seconds doesn't even allow Fallen to attempt this clutch if he wanted to. And he will, fortunately for Imperial, die before the timer expires.
Another round loss with under 25 seconds left.
It's a great situation for Imperial to operate on. And look at the late playthrough. Connector Fallen is going to come crunching on in. Can he catch Hardzao? Hardzao's now looking for it. He's been tipped off, but it doesn't matter. Fallen rips ahead. And this round becomes difficult. Op lost. Bodies are falling by the wayside. Pain caught out. And with another kill going in, the plug's going to get pulled in a moment here. Big Uzera and PKL, they have to bail out. Imperial down early. But the round's still going their way. Time expiring. This one's over. Pain wanted some parting shots, but they're not going to get them. It's Imperial on for a third. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm genuinely curious.
No.
Yeah. I thought I knew that answer. Cello, he's bringing the beat. He's bringing the bass in this one. And he's bringing some skulls. But it will be Fur to actually bring that one through. Bomb going to be planted. Advantage found for Imperial. And again, with limited economy, with limited weaponry here for Pain, they're going to back away. They don't have the numbers. They want to keep these guns alive. There's 15 seconds on the clock as they're trying to get onto a bomb site. Yep, here we go. Here's the move. Let's see if they can do it. Let's see if they can beat the clock this time. Speed running. And Skulls finds a critical frag. That might just buy them enough time. That bomb has to go on now, but no one can deny it. Literally a second to spare, but the bomb plant will succeed. Fallen gets it planted, and PKL is then the next victim. Imperial just want to do it the hard way. No room for mistakes.
Well, when it goes...
Click heads. I mean, so is the AK, but you know.
On first shot? Creepiness.
We'll see. Big Uzera going to find himself one as they approach the site. 20 seconds to go. Once again, Imperial leaving it till late. This time, A is the object of their attention. No chance to bail out. No second option. It's do or die here. On towards the site. PKL is hoping that they'll do a lot of the die-in. Op trying to find a gap, but the bomb's been planted, and in trying to deny that bomb plant, they lose another casualty. It's starting to fall apart here. Just a little bit. That next kill, though, Skulls hangs on. So important. Leaves it all to Fallen. A flank developing behind him. He has no idea. He has to look forward. And meanwhile, Hardzao is creeping up on the flank. That will be the kill. That will be the round for Pain. They seem to be reading this as a bit of a fake. More util being dumped. It's not a fake, not at all. Vinny now through the smoke. Now they're moving in, but the rotation needs to be on, and PKL has to hold the line. It's good for the first. That should allow Zevi back into some angles. And Zevi won't be able to connect just yet, but 14 seconds. Once again, the clock's such an issue here. And PKL's position, he's dug out, but the bomb drop means this round's over. Bolts isn't even near the site. He was holding for rotations, he was holding for the lurk, and that doesn't work. They can't get the bomb down.
Now just jumping over long bathrooms. Here they come. A full minute and 23 seconds, and Imperial are going to make their move. Big Uzera has the answer for 2. Bolts trades him out, but this is a lot tougher for Imperial now as Bolts is going to drop by the wayside. The Molotov finishing him off. PKL with 2, only falling left, and he manages to get 2 of his own. 22 HP, still has to deal with Skulls and PKL, and won't, Mike. That's going to be the half. 9-6 in favor of Pain as we head to the break.
Have been leading the charge, but it might be up to the young guns to wake up here and give them the firepower they need to go over the edge. Cello under pressure. He's got support, but Fallen one and done, and Cello joins him. So there we go. Bomb going to be planted, and Vinny on the flank may be the key to making this round interesting for Imperial. He's being held for, but that doesn't matter. Wow. They won't keep him out. This bouncer's not keeping him out of the club, and Vinny right now rocking 2 dualies, just looking to make his own beat and hammer it into the skulls of his opponents. Another kill found for Vinny. Stepping up here. Bolts now will need to get activated off of the space that Vinny has created. They're trying to provide a 1-2 punch, flanking either side of the map, and Bolt makes good. The defuse is on Vinny. 3 huge kills to drag that one back in favor of Imperial.
Always have to worry about falling on A here, and there he goes again. PKL drops, second frag found, and a smoke toss that guides his positioning.
He's looking to keep moving here, to keep them out of long.
Yeah.
So his position will be key in the end, but it's up to his teammates to hold the line in the meantime. He can't get activated quickly. Hail of utility going both ways, and an opener for Zevi might just propel them towards a bomb plant. Fallen dancing around the dice. He wants to roll these, and he will connect, but Zhao is positioned for the trade. It's getting so very messy, and now first position could be key. It's down to the 2v2, but there's Fur activated, leaving Skulls all on his lonesome. The bomb planted, and a chance to clutch. A chance for glory! Skulls on the first. Now Fur to find his position known. He's creeping forward. Skulls dancing with time, dancing with phantoms, dancing with shadows, and one more bullet was all he needed, but the savvy vet of Fur still keeps control.
Towards Skulls, but yeah, quite a heavy stack indeed here towards the B site. Mike Fallen going for a peek, could be his undoing. No! He flicks around, managed to survive. A flashbang comes through, but he is still able to ring off another shot should he need to do so. 1:21 on the clock, and Painter going for a very quick hit. There's Fallen striking again, looking for the third, but can't just find it there. Zevi strikes back for 2, but Bolts will settle him down. Only Hardzao left, and the quick hit onto B is denied by Imperial.
Alone, he'll try and isolate some duels, isolate some fights, get his team back into it. Hardzao getting his path through Monster. Smoke making no secret of that, but the first fight found at the very least. He'll make it costly. Problem is, one more bullet will do him in. A Molotov to provide a bit of a carpet to get closer towards that bomb. Try and retrieve it, dancing around the pillar. Can't even risk kicking his own molly, and the bullets will find him. The double swing, good for Imperial. They tied the scoreline up. Fine, we'll go construction. Jeez, all right, I guess.
Seconds.
Now they go, no time, no margin for error, and Vinny with the first on the spray down. Can't get more. Fallen's on the scene, drops the bomb. That will indeed be it. That'll be the answer. The smokes are the undoing of Pain. They just never get a chance.
Oh, fantastic pacing of the utility from Imperial. Zevi goes down after time. And Cello's making
2 measly rounds away from knotting up this series. Bolts, I think, did spot a player there.
Yep.
Look at the second. Maybe a little confusion on the peak of the first, but Zevi didn't realize what he found. He'll make up for it. Still advantage for Imperial, and, well, here come the monster smokes. And it seems like they're going to go quick into the construction push. They don't want to just get caught in purgatory forever outside a monster, but they're coming into a triangle of death and destruction. There's a player graffiti. The timing almost was rough, but Cello's there in the nick of time, and that kill puts everybody else on high alert. Fur into the angle. Everybody's in the right place at the right time, and PKL will be the last to falter. Imperial in full control now. Wow, it's been a while since that one round outside of it. Imperial's been asserting themselves. A boost up by the sign. Closing the gap here are Pain. Big kill for PKL, a second as well. It's going to be up to Fallen again. The professor, though, class is in session, and he's got a young offer of Zevi on the other side. All on the skulls. The young gun with only 20 seconds has to make a miracle happen, and he's flanked out and dropped down. 2 rounds are all that stand between Imperial and a date with Destiny. This is going to be a real tight pincer to squeeze out of. Here comes the motion. Here comes the utility, providing a bit of a gap. Vinny overwhelmed. Nice. A different look onto this B take and a couple big kills. Do they expect the third? No. Bolt at least will get his, but stepping into the flames, he cues off his position, and Big Uzera capitalizes. The bomb's going down, and this is going to turn into a save.
Yeah, you have to go to the B side after being rebuffed so many times. I think that Imperial was pulled off of B. The thing is, they still have 2 players there. 17 seconds. Everything has to be perfect, as was the case for Imperial on their late hits. Bolt hits one. Cello another. Bomb is down. The round could be over. There's still enough time to recover it.
They don't have time.
But now they're going to run.
No.
Maybe.
Half of a second. No time to spare. Big Uzera will get that bomb planted, but now he has to pull back the clutch. I didn't think he had enough clock, but he's got at least a chance. Given over to himself. Peering into the fight on Heaven. Fallen, spots it, damage being done. He's got Big Uzera locked in, just trying to get Vinny into the angle, and there it will be. Map point found. Stationary on towards B, aware that this hit could come through at any time and that they need these bodies to defend. But the utility doesn't really tell the tale. A 1-for-1 trade. Zevi still up, spots the presence on site. And they are in fact going to bring the play towards A, so it's up to Fallen. As it has been so many times through the years, it's up to Fallen here. And he'll find the first. He's good for 1, looking for another massive clutch to deliver his team around they need. He's backed up to the APC. The bomb can be planted here. They're bringing the pressure and getting the altitude. Big Uzera brings through 1 more. The bomb now planted. And money being what it is, the situation as it is, this flank could be everything. Cello creeping up, bringing it just down to the 2-on-2. Spot on the first, positions now known, information traded, and with that PKL will slip away. Time is getting short. There are kits, so that's not the issue, but the kills are. Cello brings through the last. He's down, and he's got no time. He has to back away. The round will go the way of pain. We're not done here on Overpass. Not yet. Again, it will have to be Fallen. And he's already going looking in towards construction. A player on the other side. Hardzao has util out. There's the collection. Now he's back anticipating the monster presence. The rotation on. They're coming through, but there's only 25 seconds here. Payne needs to get in. Fallen's withdrawn. He's safe here. And there's still some utility available for Imperial to punish. The nade could sail over. Vinny collected, but the trade is there. Advantage still for Imperial. Zevi and Big Uzera. They have to do it all. They have to try and fight to keep their team alive, and Big Uzera goes forward to make that happen. Fallen gone out of the server. Cello and Fur boosting up to try and find something, anything, but it won't work. And now Cello's position known. We're getting more. We're going to overtime. We've got another chance for Payne to keep this T side rolling, and this time they will be testing the A site. Is Fallen here? Yes, he is. He's coming anyway. Rotating around, Cello might not even need his help. He gets 2, finally does go down. PKL with the headshot. Fur, we talked about him. Can he stand out here? And he will at least find Hardzao to make it a 4v2. PKL pushing up. Fallen drops him. Only skulls left now in a 4v1 situation. Time on the clock, but bomb not on his back. Nade sails through from Imperial as they want to connect for this final frag and get the lead back in their possession. Flashbang thrown. Flank developing. Fur wants to backstab. If Skulls takes too much time here, Fur will just bring this one to a close. Skulls keeps it interesting, but it's not to happen here. Not in the first.
And try to punish.
A little bit of maneuvering. But here comes the peak. It's being watched. Doesn't matter. Skulls still got it. Quick on that trigger. And now Fallen is going to try and come in to take this advantage back. But PKL is not interested in donating any kills. PKL, the captain of this squad, he's doing it himself. Advantage still found for Payne despite his loss. And this last round of the first half of overtime is looking good for Payne. But at Monster, they falter. Cello has caught them. The bomb is stuck. And Big Uzera, where is he? He's on the other side of the map. He's completely isolated. For his teammate gets in the angle. Big Uzera is isolated. Hardzao just coming to group with him. Now Fur does have it. 20 seconds. Hardzao has to do it all himself. He has some idea where Fer is, but that smoke adds doubt, puts questions in his mind, and Hardzal will commit to the plan, knowing he's got the time, and Fer has no interest in allowing that through. A lead once more for Imperial. Take. They're finally picking up the pace. It's because they found nothing to stop them.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They're going to go in. Bolt's going to get the frag onto Big Azera. 4 away now from finding victory. Skulls and Zevi trying to deny. Zevi hits the shot onto Fer. Makes it a 4v4. He's got a chance to respond once more. Maybe a second. No! Vinny shuts him down. 3 players left. Peaky out fighting. He falls as well. It's all up to Skulls here. And he is going to at least get one before falling. But only 16 HP, Mike. Can he do it? He can't. Fallen finds it. They are headed to a date with complexity.
Imperial have done it. One more hurdle to overcome. They've trod the longest road possible here at IEM Road to Rio. The toughest journey you could